It's a beautiful story told by one of the wolf boys. I forgot his name. He says like this: my father many wolf. Yeah. Just to tell you this. So his father is many wolf. What's his? He's in charge of Kahos in Chassidic, right? Chaim. And his father Ephraim Wolf.
Yes.
And his father Ephraim. Yeah. Their father Ephraim Wolf, Allah Shalom, was the head of Tzach in Chassidic. He wasn't born into Lubavitch. His own story is fascinating. And he was one of the greatest activists that the Rebbe had. A very humble man. His children, each one of them was unique. And his grandchildren, shluchim all over the world, in Russia, Odessa, and in Chassidic. So this one, I don't know where he is, but he's a writer. He writes frequently, and he's collected many, many stories. It's a beautiful story with his father. So he said like this: my father was born on the 22nd of Elul Tavshin in 1945. So it came his bar mitzvah, which is 1958. So his mother, my Baba, Moras Pesia, so she was expecting. And therefore it's hard for her, my Baba, to make a bar mitzvah for her son. And the Suda to make it in the house. So what happened? The bar mitzvahs of the older boys, Nosson and Allah Shalom, Shalom Ber, what was he called affectionately? Chaim. Berke Wolf. He was the one that also, each one of them, they're like legends, these guys. Anyway, so their bar mitzvahs, Allah Shalom, idea. So their bar mitzvahs all took place in the family house in Lud. And then she made the mother made for the mitzvahs a whole suda. But at that time she felt she didn't have the koyach because she was expecting. So my Bob and Zayda turned to my father and they said, would you agree that your bar mitzvah will be in the grandfather's house? This is Avram. Avram Parish. Avram Parish, his wife, Rivka Bela, who lived in Petach Tikva. And after that, Avram Parish's house was as big as a whole house, as big as your living room. I could imagine, knowing Avram Parish, little that we know of him. So, would you mind that the chasna will be not in our house, which was a big house in Lud, but in Petach Tikva? They'll make it easier that many wolves bar mitzvah will be there. My father, 13-year-old boy, agreed. Now the letter which his father, my Zayder Ephraim Wolf, wrote to the Rebbe, he has a photocopy of the letter. So he writes to the Rebbe about the bar mitzvah coming up, and he writes about his wife being pregnant, and that the bar mitzvah boy agreed that it should be by Avram Pradish's house in Petach Tikva. So the Rebbe sends back a letter to Ephraim Wolf, to my father, Meni Wolf, for his birthday, the date and a photocopy of the letter, and the bottom it says like this. The letter is to the son. No, the Zayda, Ephraim Wolf, who the Zayda of the mitzvah boy, the Zayda, the father of the mitzvah boy, the Zayda, the one telling the story. So he writes to him like this. You're writing about the bar mitzvah of your son, Menachem Mendel. It's not appropriate to change and have a different enkedai l'shanes bein l'shanes bein abonim. You should make one son different from the other sons, and therefore hire help and make the bar mitzvah just like the other boys had. Even though he had agreed, Meni Wolf, to make it easier for his mother. But the Rebbe, this is such a beautiful story. He knows the bar mitzvah boy, in his heart of hearts, somewhere, he didn't have the same celebration as his older brothers did. So the Rebbe is saying he didn't have money. Then notwithstanding, you have to hire someone at an expense.
There was some of the issues we had with COVID.
The COVID bar mitzvahs, my grandchildren too, yeah, that they didn't have. So you have to make up for it later. Yeah. All right, friends, beautiful story and a powerful lesson of sensitivity. Have a wonderful day.